Hey guys, it's your girl Mel Rouge, and you can download all my songs on Boomplay.
Tell us about your music journey, when you started.
Okay, cool. So I started music professionally, I would say like 2017-ish, 16, 17-ish, right? When I was still kind of finding my craft. I hadn't really put out music apart from my song with Burna Boy. And I didn't promote it, I just threw it out there. Semper. People still download that till tomorrow, by the way.
Song with Burna Boy?
Yes, that was my first song. That was my first song ever in life.
Give me that story. How did that happen?
So, my song with Burna Boy is called Semper, right? And how was it? I was in London, and this is when I was just trying to figure out, like, okay, what style of music do I want to go into? Because what you like is different from what type of artist you are. So I wasn't sure, because I come from that gospel, that church background, and as you can see, my music is very different, right? So I was like, oh, who do I like? Like, who do I like? So at the time, and the producers that I loved was J-Fems. J-Fems produced Semper. So we literally connected over social media, and then I came to Nigeria and we just started to work. We did the song in Burna's house. I met Burna's granddad. Like it was. He came to the studio. It was mad. So we did the song. Then, but at the time, Burna wasn't on the song. Then I went back to London, and then I was still corresponding with J-Fem. Then he sent me a track, and then he sent me a track over WhatsApp, and I heard, "You're so impressive." I was like, ah! I was like, that song, yeah, is forever etched in my history. Because when you type my name in Google, you see Mel Rouge, you see a Burna Boy, and anytime, anywhere I go, people are like, "So you have a song with Burna?" I know. And that was my first song ever. It was like my learning song that I used to kind of get into industry and learn. And like I said, I didn't promote it. I didn't know what I was doing then, but it got like 30,000 plays on SoundCloud, YouTube. So I was like, okay, interesting. And then I just continued from there. There's no time for the matter. I want to
So the song with Burna came out. That's the first song.
Yeah, that was my first song.
So what was the next thing you did?
So then after that, I said, okay, let me actually work on my craft. So I didn't put out any music, but I love to dance and perform. So I would do shows. I'll open for Wizkid. I opened for Wizkid in Berlin, LAX, Germany. I was just doing shows like that. My first show was in Nigeria at the time. I didn't put out any music, but it was a Rhythm Unplugged. And the audience loved it. They were very receptive. And I was like, because for me, the hardest crowd is the UK crowd and Nigerian crowd, right? If Nigerian people like you, and if British people like you, it means that you're good. Because Nigerians, they don't play. They will tell you like, babe, I think your ministry is not music. The Nigerians will say, you're very beautiful, but it's like, I think maybe fashion? They'll be giving you like ideas of like which industry to go into. But when Nigerians say, nice one. So are you coming back? That means they're telling you that you did a good job. So like when I started to get that response over and over again, I was like, okay. So it means that the Nigerian crowd liked me, and I just continued from there, just continued to network. And then the song I put out was Madame the Single, and that got, and we shot a video for that with Frizzle and Bizzle. That was on MTV Trace, and that was kind of when I started to do like mainstream interviews like Ebony Live, MTV Base, Sound City, and kind of get my name out there. Then shortly after that, I was invited to Ghana. Then they invited me to Ghana, paid for my hotel, my flight. I did the Glitz fashion show week, and that was really cool. And then yeah, and I just continued from there. And I think because there's one thing about music is that even though we create it, we write it, the music is for people. Yeah. And if people don't like it, they're very fast to let you know, like, nah. Nah, I'm not feeling it. But it's been positive. If you call a woman African woman, she no go gree. She go say, I believe you. If you call a woman African woman, she no go gree. She go say, I believe you.
Okay, so tell me about when you started working on Madame.
Okay, so Madame the EP, I started working on it late last year. So a couple of the songs I had already done, like I had already recorded Turn On. I might just turn on. I did that, and then Madame the Single and Impossible, those three. But everything else, I had to do that I did that like late last year because I dropped it in October, November. So yeah, and it was just great because in the EP there's 7 songs. Madame the Single was done by Ozediko Swane. So he did that, and then Impossible was done. Bosebo Ileke, Rora, and Kobo was done by a guy called Zovida. He's dope, sick producer. And then Turn On was done by a guy called Bond, who I met through Cuppy. So there was 3 producers on there. So yeah, it was just great. It was a great vibe. It was a cohesive body of work. It was split dancehall and Afro beats, and it had a very strong influence with Fela. Like if you listen to Ileke and Rora, you can definitely hear strong Fela vibes. And that was pretty much how I was feeling at the time. Now I'm realizing that there's a theme in the EP about money and boys. Interesting.
Money and men.
Money and men who act like boys sometimes, but hey. But hey, that's neither here or there.
It's all good. I remember, because we met at
Felabration, yeah.
Performed,
Yeah.
People had, like I saw the reaction to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
So I wonder, how do you prepare for a performance? Because Felabration is a huge crowd.
Yes.
That's a huge crowd.
Yes.
It
Exactly.
Very embarrassing.
And it's so funny because Auntie Cutie, she was like, you were so good. And we took a picture after, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. The thing about that is, me personally, the best part of being an artist, a musician, is performing. Like, I love to perform. Like, that's the best part of what I do. I love performing because I started singing in church and in school from like age 6 on stage. So I love to perform. So how I prepare, now sometimes you have long times and you have short times. For example, if I know I'm going to do a show next week, at least that's a week. If I know I'm going to do it next month, you have a long time. So for me, once I decide on the song I want to do, or the songs, because I usually do like a mashup of my songs, I'll mash it up together. I'll do like 3 or 2. Yeah. Once I've decided on my songs, I dance. So I work with my choreographer. We'll create some moves just to have some idea of the performance direction. And then once I do that, I just vibe. And because in every performance, the most important person is not the artist, it's the audience. How the audience feel is the most important part of the show, not me. So yeah, I just vibe. I know what I want to sing, I know what I want to do. And sometimes when you get on stage, what you've rehearsed is completely gets thrown out of the window and you do something completely, because I call myself, this is interesting, right? But when I'm on stage, I'm not the same person. A lot of artists say this, that they have like an alter ego. Like you literally have an alter ego because you are not the same person. I can't speak for every artist, but me, once that they say Mel Rouge and I go on stage, I literally am not like, I'm in a different realm. Like after I come off stage, my like adrenaline has to then come down because I've gone to like another level. Like I could literally flip, like you could do whatever because your mind is not there. It's like you've just ascended to a whole nother space. So when you come off stage, it's like I'm now coming back to earth. I remember there was one time I performed at a show at Echo Beach, the Echo Beach area. That was last year, and I was wearing a jacket. Woo! I was wearing a jacket. Ask me, I don't know why. So I was performing, I was in my own zone. I took off my jacket, yeah. I stripped on stage, yeah. And then, no, I didn't front to the crowd. I just put it like that. I turned around, it was gone. My jacket was gone. I was like, that's my gift to the gods, to the ancestors. Take my jacket. But it was so funny because you don't think, you just, so like, and now when I see it, like, you know when artists throw jewelry or they throw, trust me, if you ask them, sometimes they'll be like, did I throw that?
That's true, yeah.
Because
you're lost in the moment.
You're lost in the moment. It's intoxicating. It's crazy. And I love it.
Let me know this here. Who are the artists? Okay, it looks like growing up. Who were the artists you really used to listen to?
Growing up,
Did you grow here? Did you grow up here?
No, I was born and bred in London, but I'm a Nigerian, guys.
I would believe you. Your parents are from what state?
My dad is Ondo, my mum is Oyo. Oyo State, Ondo State. But everyone thinks I'm Igbo though. I get that a lot. Like, are you Igbo? Are you Igbo? I'm like, no, darling, I'm Yoruba.
Okay, so growing up in London,
yeah.
Who were the artists you used to listen to?
So many. Beyonce, Destiny Child, Brandy, Monica, Nicki Minaj, Pink. But in terms of Nigerian, you see, in my household, my dad and my mum, they love Bob Marley. They love Michael Jackson. In my household, Ashino Peter, Ebenezer Obey, King Sunny Ade, Fela Kuti. That was my parents' playlist from morning to the evening. I was hearing Afro Juju. That's so I always knew about that music growing up because of my parents. But then when I came here, like when I started to come to Nigeria, and then I was hearing like Wizkid and David, I was like, who are these people? I was like when I heard Dami Jura, I was like, what, man? Because that was like, I call it like the Twilight Zone. Because in London, like we were hearing, that's the number. So it was like, okay, mad. Then it was hearing like, holla at your boy. Then we was hearing like Dami Juro, holla at your boy, and then Burna, is the mother, chains on, like I was like, hey, I was like, oh my days. Those people were the ones that they made me choose. They gave me inspiration to choose. I'm gonna be an Afrobeat artist.
You came around at the time when those guys were just beginning to pop.
Yes, but then I hadn't made a decision. I was still thinking, and then I was like, no. This is my lane. That's it. Like, that's it. Because I was like, and then I was hearing, I was like, oh my days, what the hell is this? I was like, what the hell? Like literally, because what you have to understand is that coming from London, it was either old school Afrobeats or nothing else, right? Yeah. So when you were hearing these young people, I was like, what? Yeah. I was like, what the hell was this? And then that was it. I was sold. I was done. I was sold and collected.
All right. So 2020, New Year.
Yes.
What does Mel Rouge have for us?
She has more music. She has more videos. She has shows. She has products. She has just more visibility and just giving the fans more, because what I realize is that they love my music and I love them back. So just giving them more of what they want and just promoting. And that's it, really.
What's the feedback been like generally since you put out music? These days when you can tell, you're getting feedback from maybe people people on the internet. What's that been like for you?
Fantastic. Like, it's so crazy because sometimes people that don't know you make you feel so emotional. Like on Instagram, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I love your EP, or I love you, you're so amazing. I'm like, oh wow. And then you see you'll see someone say, I just downloaded you just now. I remember I went to a studio to record with an artist, a popular artist, I won't say who it is. And then he was like, oh hi, my name is X. And I was like, yeah, I'm Mel. Then he looked at his phone, as God is my witness. He said, oh wow, I just realized that I had already Shazammed your song in December. So he had known me before he even met me. And that just goes to show that it's penetrating.
Yeah.
So it's been great. It's been great, to be honest.
All right, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.